That'll be fine. My vision will do. And, I think it has representation in Aerobiz Supersonic, but, there's only so much room we have for the major cities. I mean, you have that over here. Anyway. Change music. We'll go to the Pacific, which is what we start off with in Honolulu. So this is professional difficulty, the hardest difficulty of Aerobiz. Playing this starting on Scenario 1, which is what the viewers voted for, which is a harder scenario in regards to the amount of options you have available to you for creating airplane routes. Aerobiz is a airplane management simulation where you create routes and compete against up to 3 opponents, which can be human or AI controlled. Our opposition includes Japan, which started in Tokyo, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the most powerful start for the AI. Every time I've seen a Japana in the game, they're always a powerhouse, and they've been giving me a real run, a real struggle. L'Air over here is eking out existence, survival, and Italair is as fucking near useless as it occasionally is. Such as its birthright. I think the computer-controlled opponents are having an easier job of it due to having fewer options, because there are far fewer planes available in the game currently in 1967, as opposed to if we had started in Scenario 2. Nah, wasn't joking about that at all. So, I made mention of the music. We currently have our Pacific Jangle. We have some other soothing, sweet tracks, though. We have our businessy. I'll even turn this up a bit. Gotta do a music review here. We have, like, our businessy, like, North America. Like, here we are in Los Angeles and New York. We have Latin America. Asia, very excited. Asia, which is fairly chill. That's right, that's what I'm here for. The hypest content available anywhere on the internet today. Middle East, which, sound, aggravates me, so I don't much enjoy listening to that. And Africa is even worse. Doesn't enough for me. Europe has, like, a gritty, you know, almost like a grimy, like, cyberpunk feel to it. Like, rain beating down. Whether it's, like, you know, like a Shadowrun sort of setting, or like a Blade Runner sort of theme to it. Yeah. It is. Russia's is... Generic is only available in, well, it's the starting, like, theme for if you go start in, Buenos Aires. Really soothing and relaxing. I dig this one. And then, the best one of the lot, though, is Japan's track. So I'm fairly confident I just ended my turn, after going through all of my routes at the end of the broadcast. Let me go ahead and check everything real quick. To the competition that I'm facing. Ah. You dick. We're facing some stiff competition here. Japan has slashed their prices even more and has gone so far as to lower their fares down to basically between -15 and -20%, which is really cutting into my revenue in this route, so this is not going to be a moneymaker at all. And with only one flight per week, I might have to cut down the amount of planes I have on this route, which isn't a bad thing, but I was making good money on this route before the competition. Let's go ahead and lower those fares even further. We'll see about adjusting that more next turn. Mexico and Rio, Mexico to Buenos Aires are just so undesired routes that it is what it is. Honolulu, New York is my premier moneymaker. Honolulu, Tokyo's doing alright. Honolulu, Mexico, that's good. We just set that one up. Tokyo to Moscow, we just only have a turn of data for that. Tokyo to City, we're doing alright with. Okay. I think it'll be it for my adjustments. Yeah, it's gonna be a big war with the premier Japan over there. Just such a powerful starting setting. I don't think I was looking to do anything else this turn, so we can listen to the second best music track in the game, which is the elevator music between turns. Supersonic has some pretty decent jingles as well, but I don't think it compares to this, what the original cartridge has. That's an unreasonable shift, but... It's really gonna cut into my profits this turn. So much of my money was coming from that New York to Honolulu route. I knew before that it was only a matter of time until they established that route and just chopped me out, chopped my legs out from underneath me. And that was that moment. Which is why some of my work was devoted to doing the same to Japan. I mean, it is part of Koei's strategic simulation series, string. Sales are in fact decreasing. I can't imagine why. It's because Japan is a fucking asshole. Alright, let's try to stop the hemorrhaging here. Why is that a problem? We'll leave that as it is. You dick. I'm probably gonna chop off one of the planes entirely. I will. Not enough traffic right now at this stage in the game to support all those planes with the competition there too. That was a great route for me, but it's time to recover that plane and those slots and move. Fucking bastards. Guess I'm recovering that plane, too. Wouldn't be interesting if I didn't have a struggle, though, right? This round, Lord only knows. This round. And maybe we can not have another strike. We had 2 of them when we played this morning. Like, what the fuck? What are you people striking over? These conditions are great. Y'all need to go fuck yourselves. Not bad. Not bad. Could be worse. Okay. Let's, run out of money opening these shitty routes. Because they're not gonna be great. There's just only so many, like, places you could go, like here in Scenario 1. Just only so many angles you're gonna have. So you're gonna have a lot of, like, common routes. Ones with competition. Whereas in Scenario 2, there's just, like, so many more planes that just, their opportunities are open to you. How does one win? So, in order to win this game, you need to have a global network, as having connected all of the major cities depicted on the map. In addition, you need to haul a certain number of passengers in the year, which is dependent upon difficulty. I have this set to the highest difficulty, which means in order to win, I have to hold 4.5 million passengers within a financial year. Or it might just be 4 million. The first airline to do that within the time frame the scenario wins, there can end up being no winner. Why did I even bother trying that? I just looked at my finances. I need 150 million to open that route, and I have 20 million. Oh, God. Do I have any charter company stocks that I don't remember? No. Okay. Glad I checked. So fucking broke. Starting in Honolulu is, like, the city picks up, you know, in a decade or two, but it's such a weak starting city. You don't have much money to work with. I only had starting slots in Honolulu and, of course, Mexico City. People will want to come here more, like, this will develop more with the passage of time, but as of right now, it's basically just like a hop spot of, like, it has strong tourism, so you can end up using it as a hub for activity, but compared to, like, the starting wealth of Japan, yeah, profits are used to, acquire more routes. And, you make money primarily through the establishing of routes, but you can make money in other ways, either through a stock market, which is a simplified stock system, or hotels, which is a fucking... it's a turkey shoot. the grab bag. Never know what the hell you're gonna get. So I got 3 planes sitting around doing nothing. So that's good. But I don't have any routes that I would put them on. Because I don't have a route that's super full up on passengers. Closest thing I got right now is Vancouver to London. I think I just recently took a plane off of that. Yeah, you can drive the other companies to bankruptcy, and they'll basically, like, reset. Sometimes, through bad choices, they can basically put themselves in that spot, too. I think I'm going to give up some of my slots in Honolulu. I don't think I'm going to do anything with my negotiators. I don't have the money to establish things. Where would I go? So, my working range right now, of the furthest I can go, is 5,060 miles. That's the best I can do. Yes, you can absolutely take a hit on prices to undercut another company. That is something the AI can end up doing to you. I think they do a better job of that in Supersonic, which is the sequel to Aerobiz. Japan can't go to Europe, it's too far of a distance, Inferno. Besides Moscow, which we established that route. Those distances are too great. Well, I can get a few slots in New York, and from there I'd be able to finally get to Paris. Unless I felt like doing that for Vancouver, where I already have a branch office. I don't have to build another branch office. Slots are going to be cheaper in Vancouver as well, and I already have a few laying around. Can I get any more there? Yep, we just got about the Aerobiz. Fewer people want to come to Vancouver, but we can probably make something happen here. We pay money to hold open these slots. It's not that much, but I can give slots back if I don't feel like holding them. Cheaper in Vancouver, I know, right? It's the 60s, come on. see if I can assist the delegate. Ah. I don't want to have those negotiations fail. Alright, you get to fucking sit there and play Tiddlywinks, I guess. Let's give 5 of these slots back. I'm not gonna use all of those, but I'll still keep 12 hanging around. They are pretty cheap in Honolulu, but we might have to start penny pinching and scrimping. Guess I don't have to worry about buying planes right now. How many cities is it? How many rounds is it before I get my network promotion? 16. I need 3 more connections. Network promotion will help so much. That'll be 1. That'll be 2. Let's actually go back to Cairo. I waffled on doing that during this morning's rendition, or visit of the gameplay. Okay. We'll hold things as they are. It doesn't feel great. But we're doing it. Los Angeles to New York? Sure. New York to Moscow? Okay. Japan offering all kinds of competitive routes. Howdy, I'm here to compete with you. How's it going? Yeah, when you zoom in on a city like that, you do get to hear the regional music. That shows more relations like that in Aerobiz Supersonic. I don't know to what extent it factors in Aerobiz, but there is a Eastern... Like, if you start in Moscow, you can't buy Western Bloc planes until after Perestroika. And I, for example, can't buy Eastern Bloc planes until after Perestroika, which kind of cruddy anyway. So, like a Moscow start? Pretty rough as far as options are concerned. Profits are down for everyone across the board through the competition. We're trying to climb back up after we had so much losses thanks to Japan. Expenses are high. Expenses are real high. How I'm going to defeat Japan is on efficiency. You know, like choosing routes that are going to be stronger for me, like monetarily. Well, the AI can lean into routes that it shouldn't establish early. Although I did Alright, Wolfie. I will accept these in the spirit in which they have been given. I will cherish them. Ooh. Okay, the first Olympic Games we had, it's a randomly selected city, was Moscow, and no one ended up being connected to that. But Los Angeles hosting the Olympics next year is going to be big money, big prizes, big travel across the board as folks want to get there for the Olympics. Again, my favorite track. Let's relax, though. I still don't have enough money to establish that route to Singapore. It's funny. It's sad. It's such a little tiny baby route, too. I think the prices go up for route establishment on difficulty. Oh no, I do have enough money. Just. Let's do it. I'm here for the funds! Whee! It's gonna take a while for that to pay back the money I spent fucking... We had just enough money. I got 2 airplanes. That's gonna carry me from Vancouver to Paris. Then I'll have to save up to build a branch office in London. Get that route from London to Cairo, and then try on a network promotion. That'd be pretty good. That's gonna be a simple turn for me, although I suppose I should check through my routes. First, good, new. Not what I expected, but yeah, that really cut into the amount of money that Japan was making here. I only have the one route with, well, the one plane with 3 flights a week. It had 3 planes with 9 flights a week. Just wow. Yeah, New York to London is solid. The reason why I didn't have that established was due to, so, cities have a limitation on airport size, and they're having to expand their airports due to, like, slot demand. An individual, like, company only has access to so many slots in any given city. If you have your headquarters there, you have access to far more. But there's a finite limit on how many slots you can get, so if multiple, like, people are competing for a city's slots, like, it's just gonna dry up, and you have to wait for the airport to expand. Like, New York to London, 3,500 miles, solid. Wasn't there for me. How we got there. Concords are not around yet at this time of the game. It's just got so trashed. But when the Olympics come here, I might want to, the turn before that happens, stash a bunch of planes in that route. Just gotta make sure I have the slots, and I will have enough slots to stash 2 more planes on that. But I'll probably end up forgetting, though, the turn before the Olympics are supposed to hit, and I'm like, I'm dumb! All the stupidity is me! I am the dumbest! That is I! Dumb man! With the power to be dumb! Looks good. I don't think I'll make any major adjustments on that front. We'll see if I remember before the summer of 1968. Back in the summer of '68. I got my first real jet plane. Bought it at the McDonnell Douglas Corporation. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Bryan Adams right there. Though I probably was adopting a little bit of Springsteen's tone there. You should know about Bryan Adams because he's Canadian. Just like how it's obligatory for me to know about everyone from the United States. So many crimes happening there on that route. Every now and then we have a quarter where we do better than Japan in profit. And that's what's important for me, like remaining competitive with Japan. Like Italair is just fucking pissing in the wind, and Lair I'm not too concerned about. But Tokyo there, that starting city, breathing down my neck since the very beginning of the game. So long as I can remain competitive. If they ever shoot too far ahead of me, though, I'm gonna be in a pickle. That's right, Queenie. Over-accomplishing bastards. At least the Italair AI is accomplishing more. Now Italair has established the Los Angeles to Honolulu route. We're all fucking ready. We're all ready for the Olympics. That's good. think after the Olympics, I'm gonna buy a cheaper plane and stash it on that route, because with everyone on that route now, Grimith does not have high hopes. Don't want to slash prices on them? I mean, yeah, let's slash a little bit of prices. Just go down 5%. So not only am I having one plane there with 3 flights as opposed to 3 planes with 9 flights, also offering lower rates. 4 planes on that route. Fucking okay. There's not enough I don't care whether you drop the rates down to as low as you can go. There's not enough people in the game right now, in 1967, who want to travel that route. I cannot recall, in any of the runs I've done at this game, seeing a Tal Air be a significant threat. The big threats end up being, like, New York City, which sometimes, like, spontaneously combusts. Like, Los Angeles can be strong, London can be super strong, Paris, I've seen accomplish things. But Japan, just due to that position right there, and the amount of starting wealth, I've seen be the strongest of the AI performers. Moscow, what it appears, just ends up being, like, strangled by the plane selection. Because even at the start of Scenario 2, they're still locked behind Eastern Bloc planes only. So that's all I want to do for the change. Do I have enough money to make this route? Will you scold me? Alright! We have enough. We're here to compete with you, Air. We'll do 2 planes. 6 flights a week. We'll have that be standard fare, and we'll see what happens. So long as you don't have any competition on a route, you have a great deal of flexibility to charge big dollars. But once the passengers get divided up among, like, multiple airlines... Like, I was raking in money hand over fist on that Honolulu to New York. Like, and to a smaller extent, the Honolulu to Los Angeles flight. Because the amount of money you get is based, you know, largely on distance travel. Which is why routes like London to Paris? Who fucking cares? Don't waste your time establishing that route. It's 250 miles, that's not gonna make you bread. But London to New York to Paris, we got something going there. Which is why, you know, even with something like the Honolulu to Los Angeles route, I'm like, yeah, sure, but... I think I have enough to buy a plane. We will do so. I have just enough to squeak out this plane. Aerobiz Supersonic is bigger on offering deals and brand loyalty and all sorts of other, like, quirks, like building, like, lots of stuff, or like buying, like, buildings in cities. I don't know whether that actual complexity results in a better gameplay experience, though, versus the AI. There's something to be said for a game that has less complexity. Think of the Castles, like, series of games, where the AI does a pretty strong job. It's not telling me they had a promotion, just more people traveling this quarter. No, that was Rampart, Daimler, man. That was back in 2010, now. That was the summer of 2010. I'll be surprised if this route's actually making me money next turn. Yeah, that was big for everyone. Well, when I say everyone, I mean the two companies that matter. Japan shot back up ahead of me again in profits, but it's good money still. I'm grim raging in the pot. That was back on my like that laptop that I started like doing Let's Get On with was not a computer I had bought with recording videos in mind. Yeah, that microphone was built into the top of the laptop. Didn't use a headset at all. Like I played music. I played like sounds from the game through my microphone, and that's how I captured them. Markov introduced a new plane. It's an Eastern Bloc plane. Probably buy the DC-9 now. It'll be available, well, then I'll have it next season. But I'd want to swap off to back to the DC-8s, at least for the Olympics. So I'll probably just hold off and just eat those losses there until after the Olympics, and then I'll have to make an adjustment there, because everyone now being on that route is just... There's not enough people who want to travel that. Not enough people who want to travel that. Yeah, Nick, as far as I'm concerned, they're the most dangerous AI competitor in Aerobiz. Just from all of my gameplay experience, anyway. I bought that plane, but I didn't commission the branch office in London, primarily because I was fucking broke. I didn't have the money to. I should have done that. Well, instead of buying the plane. It's okay. We had the branch office to send flights out of there. The main difficulty is not going to be in making the global network, but in getting the necessary passenger count in a financial year. Some of these cities I just don't want to hook up to until the end. The South American cities would have been an example of that, but I wasn't getting slots in the other places I wanted. Just want to hold off until I'm ready to make a push, because there's just not much profit in them at all. And I like to emphasize working towards the network connection before I do like any redundant routes. Like I have, like say for example, making a route between Honolulu and Vancouver. Like I wouldn't want to make that route anyway, but like I would, if that were a high money making route, I'd still want to wait to do that until I hooked up cities I didn't have a presence in at all. At least until I got like to the network promotion level, which is 16. That is something that can be done to make a push to get the necessary passenger count. The network promotion, though, ensures that more people want to fly on your airline anyway, so there's no need for such huge cuts. It's not like you're going to super bankrupt the well-performing AIs within a year. If you want to take a look at how much in the way of assets I have, Japan, hotel that they got there is only a 1-star hotel. That's pretty shitty. But they have a lot of money in stocks. They have a lot of money in stocks. So, Japan has a huge, immense, overwhelming reserve of resources if they start losing money. That's not going to be an issue for them. To give another example, that 60% of their assets are tied up in stock. Compare that to L'Air, which doesn't have anything in stock, and to Talair, which doesn't have anything in stock. It used to be that the other AI opponents did have money in stocks, but they've actually pulled that out to spend it. And Japan has never needed to do that. Yeah, that's 60% of their assets. Yeah. You know, they have 49 planes. I have 22. L'Air has 41, and the Talair has 19. That's why I'm not concerned about a Talair. Yeah, it's, as I said, it's a powerful, like, I consider it to be the most powerful starting location. For you to be facing an opponent from. And especially since I ended up, like, you pick your city first before the AI picks their cities. You know, so, like, I pick Honolulu, and I'm like, let's have some challenge here. Hello, I am Tokyo. It's time for you to get fucked. Oh. Great. At least if it were New York City, it wouldn't be immediately breathing down my throat. Like, I would like, lose out on the money between that and Honolulu, but I could also just go here, and into Asia uncontested. Which, not a whole lot of money to be made there right now, but I could do it still. Damn it. Lost my train of thought. That's always dangerous when that happens. Let's get that DC-9. Hell, we'll even get 2 of them. Yeah. We'll pay, like, maintenance on this plane. For a bit. That's fine. Need to order a new DC-8 as well. I don't need to, since I'm going to be getting the DC-8 off of the Los Angeles to Honolulu route, but I'm going to also be swapping DC-8s back onto that route for the Olympics, so... Basically, I'm just determining how much micro I want to fucking do. Right. I love micro. That's kind of important. Don't want to send my negotiators to do anything. Like, you only have 3 opponents in the game. So, like, they could end up anywhere, ostensibly. But, you're only gonna have 3. Like, it supports up to 4 players. You know, any combination of humans and AI. What if I do Moscow to, like, Aerobiz and Lagos instead of London, which would have some competition? No, because they've done, like, Rome and Paris. I'm gonna have a branch office there in London anyway. What are we talking about slot availability here? Can we, like, eke out another? I'm actually gonna switch to the Europe music. I can listen to that jingle more. I don't need those slots immediately, like in a hurry, so I'm not gonna rush that. Send you folks to grab 3 slots here. Not a whole lot available here. Yeah, I don't know what waiting is there for, like, the AI select. I've certainly seen some AIs appear in some rough cities, where it's kind of like, This is good for me. I'm actually focused. Like, Monster Loves You is the sort of, like, story that can end up, like, nodding me off. Not because it's bad, but because I'm not engaged, but forcing me to do the strategy stuff. This is why I did this, like, during, like, the Extra Life marathon. I showed off during one broadcast the PC-88 version of Aerobiz. The music in that, like, is obviously, like, a little different to, like, the sound synthesization, but it's pretty kickin'. Slappin', as the kids say. I'm hip and trendy. Yeah. Could have invested my money in stocks, but I didn't feel like that much micromanagement, okay? And, this upcoming turn, I'm going to prepare for the Olympics. Sleazebag didn't notice that in their activity report. I'm doing the same shit to them, so I don't like that much for golf. You dickbag. Yeah, I think the Olympics will fire off between this turn and next, and not between next turn and the turn after. I think that's how it'll work. Probably should have been paying more attention. Honolulu to Vancouver, thanks Italair. I gotta give it to Italair, they are certainly proving to be frisky. So we're just gonna be paying for this DC-9 for a turn, but that's okay. Gotta give my people something to do, I reckon. Not the thing I meant to select. But I guess before I make the new route, fucking tanked that route for me. Okay, fine. Good thing I wasn't heavily invested in it. Well, I was supposed to prepare for having the Olympics. I didn't do a good job of that by not buying more DC-8s. Oh well. I can always use the DC-9 on a different route to free up a DC-8. You can put on that route. Looking good, some of these places. I'm not gonna fiddle with fares. Okay, let's open up that route. Honestly, I could just use the DC-9 here. Or you can use it on one of the routes to Latin America. South America, I should say. See how well this does. I don't know about this route. We're gonna make it. Now, what do we select, Grimith? What do we say? I think it's time for me to swap out the... No, I can't do that on that route. I could do that on the Honolulu to Mexico route. You know what? I'll do that on the Honolulu to Mexico route. Not enough passengers here, so we'll just swap out. It's half the seats there. So I'll fill up the plane more. I think that's how that works. I'll free up that DC-8. We can do that. I have no idea how many passengers there's actually going to be, but we'll settle on that. That'd probably end up being something I'd want to, like, experiment with, like, saving and loading, but nah, we can do that. Though I should probably end up making a save. Never know when this game might crash or something. There we go. I used up some of the slots there. One of the things I dislike about the Honolulu start is that I have to adjust the map every turn if I want to display all the cities in a comfortable way, like in cartography. I think we'll order 2 more DC-8s. Maybe another DC-9. Start stashing those on routes that aren't doing so good with passengers. Wait. Before we buy planes... so much money. It costs the money. Now I fucking broke. 2. That'll free up DC-8s. Don't have any interest in the Boeing planes and what they bring to the table. Some games I do. Today I don't. I feel like a hotel. Honestly, I'm not making tons of cash, so... No. Which plane is the shit one? I mean, there's a number of planes that I'd go, wouldn't use that. The worst one currently in the game might be the B707, but I can't check the, either of the planes that, Markov sells right now, because they're Eastern Bloc planes. Just a little bit of money here. Trying to make a profit off of that. Return anyway. Yeah, your Concorde is double plus on good. It's currently not available due to our current time. The viewers voted for scenario 1. but it's bad. That's definitely true in Aerobiz Supersonic as well. There we go. Oh no. Again? Why? Overworked? What? That's the third strike I've had this game! Anyway, I preempted putting those planes on the LA route for a turn, so I'm gonna fucking lose a lot of money on that. That's what I get for being tired. Oh well, it's fine. I wonder how much of a loss of cash it's gonna end up being. Well, I ended up making more money in Japan at that turn. They're expensive, but out of control. Good lord! I don't know what the fuck they did, but... Jesus. The reason why I made more money in Japan is because they're fucking paying a lot. For all kinds of fucking gadgets and hee-haws. Like, that's how I'm, like, winning in the profit thing. Like, that's efficiency right there, which, as I noted, I lost on some cash due to, being a turn too early. It happens. No big deal. I also did not succeed on my network promotion, so that was a chunk of cash down the drain. It sucks. It sucks. Also, do not have as much money staring at me as I should have, but, you know, angry people. Think of angry people. Let's go ahead and piss more money into the ether. I gotta see how bad this is. We're being a turn to earthly. It's been better. I mean, of course we made a few more sales, but, yeah, so... Anyway, it's fine. Japan losing money on that route as well as from Honolulu to Vancouver. They're not losing money on any of their routes. You know, neither is Italair. Obviously leave the DC-8s where they are to LA. We're gonna take off the... Again, I can't. That route is too big for me to put a DC-9 on that. I got 2 DC-9s on that instead of a DC-8. I don't see why I would. I can do Mexico to Lima at DC-9. It seems reasonable. Yeah, do that. Actually doing a decent job of staffing that plane. So of all the switches I'd make, it ends up being this one, yeah? I only have the wiggle room to do 3 flights a week. We'll bump the fares back up to $1,000. We'll see how that influences things. I could also recover a DC-9 here from Tokyo to Singapore. I'd fill out this plane. Cool. They have the same fuel efficiency, but the DC-8 just has roughly double the seating capacity. Ooh. Not bad. How's it going? You can actually support another plane. Tell me more! Was not anticipating that. See how well you do with 6 flights a week. I might, of course, pick that plane back up. I have, 1 DC-8 to spare right now, so I can create a flight. I can create a flight. Let's sell our stock that we just invested. It's a good investment, yeah! 68, 72, I'll take it. 1 turn. Delicious. Try again. Yes. Noticing it doesn't subtract the money from, like, the money I have on hand. I presume it just adds an extra expense. But I'm subtracting from current funds. Alright, so my numbers are going to be skewed on plane transportation for after this quarter due to the Olympics. And if that network promotion is successful, it's going to be super skewed. I have more money on hand than what I thought I would. I don't feel like going back to the charter companies. Give me a moment as I work my brain fruit. I can do Moscow to Hong Kong and Beijing. That seems appropriate somehow. No rush on getting these immediately, though, due to, well, funds. That'll be done, though, next turn. I also need to build a branch office. That'll be done. Okay. Well, so we'll build a branch office in Moscow next turn. That way that'll be done by the time I get those slots in Hong Kong and Moscow, and we'll establish those 2 routes in Asia. We'll do London to Lagos, and we'll just have Tehran and Rome to hook up. I could do New York to Rome, cut into Italia's province there. Tehran ends up being one of the last cities I hook up due to the incidents and instabilities they have there throughout the game. Especially in Scenario 2. I remember the Tehran start that I did. Those were good times. I don't have an answer to that question, considering I have used them so seldomly in Aerobiz. Aerobiz Supersonic, I haven't played that enough. That's more like Boba the Vulture's area, so I think some of them do have some worth and merit, but just couldn't, like, I don't have a good answer for that question. We're not gonna get access to them in this entire, like, stream playthrough, because Perestroika is not gonna transpire before the scenario ends. Here's our Olympics. Many visitors from around the world are expected to attend. I could have hiked, you know, bears across the board. And also, I got my successful promotion on top of this. Alright. Who was prepared to haul bodies from Los Angeles to Honolulu? This guy. I was prepared to turn too early, but I was prepared. Yeah. Oh. Shake your nipples at it. Shake them. Do a truffle shuffle. Good stuff. I'm at a profit. What, 120 million more than Japano? Honolulu to Tokyo, as if we didn't have enough competition on that route already. Tokyo to Tehran. Don't think that they'll be getting any competition from me on that route. I like doing network promotions instead of doing the route things. Like, you can promote up to 2 routes at once, and, like, that can be cool for, like, a tight situation, but I often don't want to exert the effort. You know how it is. So, like I said, my numbers are going to be completely fucking skewed. Let's see how skewed they are. Maxed. 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 Still not maxed. There's too many people there, and I have 3 DC-8s making 12 flights a week. Maxed. 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 All maxed. Except for the, Honolulu to LA route. Yeah, so, Olympics plus the start of my network promotion. Just too good. Too good! As such, it's gonna be harder for me to make, adjustments, because... I don't know what my numbers are gonna look like without a promotion. I could always just assume that I'm gonna have the network promotion alive and successful, but that doesn't seem accurate. It's probably time for me to switch back to the DC-9s permanently on... Honolulu to LA. I either do 1 DC-8 there or 2 DC-9s. So I'd take off 2 DC-8s, so I'll have those spares. I don't really need to buy more DC-8s. But I want to finagle some of my other routes, especially since I have a network promotion ongoing. So we'll buy 2. And then we'll buy 2 DC-9s. Eventually, the DC-8's going to be discontinued, and I do like that plane. Good stuff. Again, we'd have a lot more options if the viewers had voted to put me in Scenario 2 instead of Scenario 1. Okay. To show off, if I try to go to Markov with the Eastern Bloc planes, I can't look at them. And as for Boeing, they still have the B707 on board, which is fuel rating C. Has fewer seats than the B707 than the DC-8, has less range, has worse fuel efficiency. It does cost a bit less, but no thanks. B727 and B737 are efficiency things that handle like shorter range flights. That's 189 seats, fuel rank B. Has slightly worse range than the DC-9. This has even worse range than the DC-9. But again, also, like, you know, efficiency thing. I end up being with MDC. MDC! Can I order the planes I wanted to? Yeah. Cool! I'm gonna start being frivolous with my money. How much is it gonna cost? If it's not 4 or 5 stars, we fucking break it down. If I ever listen to a song that I like so much that it gets on my nerves, I mean... yeah, sure. Then if I can help it, I stop listening to it. One star is an excellent hotel. Oh, shit. It's not true. I could invest this money and make more money out of it, but just fucking... no. Just don't. Don't. Don't speak! I know just what you... no, I can't. I don't think I have that kind of energy today, so let's just dial that fucking back. Not that kind of game, missing no leader. There's no, like, complicated stock simulation here. How? I think we'll just go back down to 1. As I expect that will be all that'll be able to support. Now the Olympics are over. I also know why he left the keys upon the table. I've partook such endeavors. I could use a DC-9 on this route, but I don't have one right now. I'll be fine for fare. I'm looking bad. I'm looking bad. How's everyone else doing? Japan has made choices. Made some emphasis on some redundant routes that I wouldn't have. L'Air. A lot of spare slots there in Paris and Tokyo and strangely New Delhi and Rio de Janeiro. Why the hell would you want 14 slots in Rio? Same for Italair. Why? Who the hell needs 14 slots in Rio? Unless you're fucking starting from there. It's a hub to nowhere. What do I know, right? Not like I've played a beatless game before. Let's see how we do on Passengers and Profit, now that we no longer have the Olympics. But we still have the promotion. They must have like an extra plane on the flight. Oh yeah, L'Air opening that Tokyo to Honolulu flight. Note the competition happening between those two and not me. Those people want to fly with me. You want to ride high? Ride with me. Not as much of a drubbing as I gave Japan at last turn, but that's still a solid drubbing. Again, this comes down to efficiency. I'll be able to do this. I have smaller overhead. I'll be able to make more money. We're still hauling more passengers, though. That's not gonna matter until they get all the cities connected and threaten a global network. And even then, hauling $500,000 per quarter for 4 quarters is not going to win the game. No, I didn't start in Japan. I started in Honolulu. Hey there, balls. Folks who might be sliding in, or, you know, phasing in and out as they're lurking, or laying in bed, or what have you. This broadcast will not be going too much longer. I have been awake for some measure of time. It started broadcasting 23 hours ago, and while we took a break for me to do events, it's not exactly as if I've had sleep, you know? And I had been awake for some measure of time before that, so... We're certainly gonna ride through until midnight, and then after that... Can't say. This run's certainly not being completed, this broadcast, though. We're not even at the 60s yet. What a pretty busy opening to the damn game. Fucking told you people that there's no Concords available. Well, in scenario 1, 100% impossible, because they're not available yet. Did it say that? While I was, musing? I'll be damned. There it is. Let's take a look at this badge. So I think it has a fuel rating of D. So, 100 seats. That's lower than any plane I'm currently using, or even have access to. Fuel ranking of D, which is worse than any I have access to. Price of 150,000. Excuse me, 150 million. I can buy 2.5 DC-8s with that. And the range is 4,120, which is less than the 5,060 of the DC-8. No is the answer. Period. No. You can take your Concorde Reserve and get the hell out of here. Well, its thing was being supersonic. So, like, you fucking get from point A to point B fast. No, I'm good. Again. Less than half the price. 269 seats as opposed to 100. 2 fuel rankings better. And, 940 miles further? Yeah, it's not even a good plane, it's supersonic. And, was that the B-747 that came on the board too? It sure was. Compare that to, so the B-747 is 10 million cheaper than the Concorde. It does have a worse fuel rating, but 550 seats, and distance is not quite just a number, but it's almost just a number. This opens up all of the fucking crazy routes. I believe in the multiplayer shenanigans I did with Bob with the Vulture, how I was able to beat him right before he could win the game was through a combination of judicious B-747-like usage and a network promotion timed exactly right to give me the necessary passenger count. Like, a turn before he could get it. So yeah, that's your, that's where you stuff the people right there. But, boy, oh boy, that fuel rank is rough. So you better fucking connect to meaningful cities with that damn thing. Otherwise, you are hooped. So yeah, if you wanted to do a Concorde-only run, you'd have to wait until January 1969. We're several years into gameplay. I'll just play the stock market and wait. Very good. I'm proud of you. Again, like, we're almost filming that DCA. Interesting. I can't make effective adjustments so long as the promotion's going. We'll have to wait until I crash out of it to see, like, how bad things are. I could raise fares up, but it's just a level of micro that I don't want to do right now, because I'm tired. So fucking what? Okay, no headbanging, Grimith. We still haven't recovered from how we opened up the broadcast. We'll just use a DC-9 for this. I know, I should charge people more money, but no, I'm fucking tired, so they get to have wonderful prices. I fucking guess. Sleepalism. I mean, there's, like, airplane tycoon sorts of games. I don't keep up to date on them. They do exist. I can't imagine that route, like, being fucking worth my time at all. Like, I'll put 747s on Honolulu to Rome! Like, no. No. God, that's so close to the maximum flight range of the 747 too. I'd be lucky if I get 2 flights a... Well, I do think I would get 2 flights a week out of that. Tehran is 60 miles closer than Rome is. Interesting. I'm just trying to think of how I want to connect to these last 2 cities. Are those slots in New York open to me? Let's do it. Do it! 9 months! You sons of bitches! Yeah, Pan-Ating, that's what we're up to. And Tehran Scenario 2 is certainly an event. But that bankruptcy money, right? How you doing, Panhead? How have your shenanigans been? With Daggerfall and whatnot. Hey, Lethal. Oh, it's going pretty well. Other than Japan being a fucking asshole. We put the screws to the powerful AI. On my sound thing there. Expand out of Tehran as fast as you can? Yeah, you'd want to do that. That's right. Raper! Game certainly does simulate war and independence. Hi there, O'Toole. We're not jamming and slamming, but we're active. For you new kids that are fluxing in for whatever reason, let's overview. So, viewers put us in Scenario 1. I chose Honolulu, which is not a primary city starting location. It ends up being a pretty nice hub. But it takes some time. Our actual economy went up to D here instead of E. Nice. Our randomly rolled AIs ended up being Japana, has breathed down my neck the entire game. Incredibly dangerous. L'Air, which... it does some stuff. And Italair, which has actually accomplished more than what I thought it would this game. We recently fired off a network promotion and had a Olympic Games occur in Los Angeles, which everyone profited from, but I set myself up to profit the most. We're close to linking up the entire globe, but we very much have a struggle on our hands. All players do, to get to that passenger count, which is the primary hurdle on the highest difficulty setting. It's not making a global network, it's hauling all of the bodies. I think we're busy working on a hotel. We are. I don't need this branch office yet, but let's just go ahead and put it in while I'm thinking about it, due to how tired I am. Hard for you to think. Yeah, panhandling, I'm filed it under I wouldn't even care enough to try it. And I think that's just a purely academic question. If it's possible, it seems irrelevant. You know those fucking ivory tower intellectuals are, though. Not as old as you, older man Lethal. Alright, this music is... we need to change your hair. Got my planes on hand. I'm not making any changes to my routes. I'm not going to create any new routes, so... I guess that kind of fucking means I'm not doing anything, huh? It's nice when you have conversations like that. Let's go ahead and put another, no, I think I'm gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave this turn. I'm done with this turn. I don't want to be on this turn anymore. I need to escape this turn. All my teeth. No, that wasn't true. That wasn't true when I had to get teeth removed to get my braces put in as a teenager. I had to take out 2 good, perfectly healthy incisors. But of course, whenever my wisdom teeth came in, that was certainly the primary thing that created a shift there. I had enough room up top for them, but not room at the bottom. Of course, you know, once upon a time, human skulls used to be bigger, but they've retracted. I'm not really equipped to have that full-length explanation, but, you know, humans used to not have this problem of having smaller palates, which caused bad breathing, and, of course, teeth problems with people. I was saying I could use a bigger head. Wouldn't mind that. Three of your baby teeth in your mouth. Hey. Them's the numbers I like to see. Them's the numbers I like to see. Japan fell so hard at profit that past quarter. Oh. 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 Honolulu to Mexico City? Sure, just fucking riding my dick, Italair. I got your fucking number, though, Italair. Tokyo to Delhi? Sure. I'm hoping Japan buys a bunch of 747s and fucking crashes their economy. Japan will host the World's Fair next year. Alright, how good's our hotel? How good's our hotel? How good's our hotel? How good's... I think that's marginally capable of returning a profit. And I don't have to sell it. It's 3 stars. Well, Panhandling, it doesn't matter because they don't have a global network to begin with. And the passenger count... it's gonna need to be big. Like, if they start pulling in 1 million passengers per quarter, I'd be concerned. I will enjoy you for one final season. Network promotion. The Season of Justice. Everyone's busy? Good. You might cook. What you gonna chef up, Queenie? Don your... chef's hat and apron that says "Kiss the Chef" or whatever. Buy more planes. More planes. More planes for the plane guy. I'm very much not hungry. I've had lots of food today, thanks. So don't volunteer me a thing. Kind of feel like mailing this turn in too. Just sit on my buckets of ducats. Oh yeah, I recall you mentioning that Korean chicken. Well, I was AFK earlier. Well, I mean, I have spare planes. I guess let's see it. Could you not die right now, please? Thanks. I don't want to burden you, buddy. But if you can keep it together and not make my eyes water, then I would be much obliged. Marinated for a day. See? Looks like you're slow cooking that fucker. Nice. Like it. Was that London to Cairo where I had, like, the empty seat? Mexico to Lima. I also think London to Cairo has 2 empty seats. Okay. We can fill those. We have the technology. We just don't have the available slots. Grimith is too fucking tired to really micro all of this shit right now. But he'll try to carry on. Because he is good at all of the video gaming action. Alright, we gotta fucking turn this off. Peace. Peace be with you. What you got, Japana? What's your move? Paris to Tehran, huh? That's your fucking move? That's your pro strat? Fucking get out of here, you're drunk. Don't you be another fucking strike. Well, good news is that it's not a strike with my company. Bad news is that it's a strike with my aircraft provider. Shitty. No, they're not. I want to coast on making quiche before I pull out those fucking buckets of death. Going too soon in all those, especially on routes that aren't immediately profitable, with the population that travels, Scenario 1 can rocket your ass into no profit. Which I think is what happened to Japan. I'm gonna have to take a look at their routes and see what the fuck happened and what planes they have in service. Because Talair is making more money than they are. And I'm kind of like, fuck. I made mention of this at the start of the Aerobiz action this morning, that I've seen the AI before, like, suicide fucking themselves on the wrong planes. Of course, me choking them out with the network promotion hasn't helped the matters either, but, like, they were making a lot of money at the start of my promotion, and they certainly aren't fucking doing that now. So yeah, I'll take a look at what routes they're running. This is the music that we should have for Honolulu instead of that upbeat Pacific. Give me the jingle. Give me my fucking jingle. Don't you tell me how successful my rifles are. Give me my fucking jingle. You bitch! Whatever. I didn't want my jingle anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh. Topical. The fuck are you jackoffs doing over here? No, don't answer that question. The answer will disappoint me. Are you jackoffs? I mean you. What happened? All those times playing Tiddlywinks fucking make you rusty? Don't answer that question. Fucking ass. Whew. Airport expansion has put a lot of slots available here. But of course, Japan is the hot destination that you want to go to. Especially with the World's Fair ramping up. Good point. I'm actually gonna assist, instead of getting those slots there in Tehran. Whatever answer you give me, it's not going to be good enough. I'm imagining I'm going to have to give that a few seasons before we delight the network promotion. Then I'll properly time it so that I have the network promotion hit on the first quarter of the financial year. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to make as much money as I can. So, let's look at your crimes. First, let's look at your planes. Okay. Okay. Why do you have 12 spare planes? 13 even. All you have is DC-8s and a few BC-707s. What the fuck is happening on your routes? What are you doing? Some of that is my fault. Some of that's my fault. But there are some things there that are not my fault. Let's talk about what isn't my fault. And what is my fault. Tokyo to Honolulu? I mean, yeah. I got that promotion right there in their face. But they choose to have 3 planes on that, you know? It's not my fault. Tokyo to Singapore? Yeah, that promotion right there in their face. Tokyo to Sydney? Yeah, that promotion right there in their face. Tokyo to Delhi? Yeah, that promotion right there in their face. Sydney to Hong Kong? 1 flight a week on that? Sure, okay, whatever. Go ahead and put a DCA on that. Sydney to Singapore? Not competing for that. Okay. Honolulu, LA? Everyone's competing on that. That's not my fault. Honolulu to Vancouver? I mean, you shouldn't have fucking made the route. You already had, what, Tokyo to Vancouver? Not fucking necessary. 1 flight per week on that. Good work, champ. LA to Lima? I mean, I'm not competing for that. Tokyo to Vancouver? Yeah, that's a solid moneymaker, right? That actually is a pretty solid moneymaker. You like my changed expression, Lethal? Like a dusty light bulb, like, flickered on above my head, like, oh. Tokyo to Moscow? Alright, yeah, we're competing there. It's my promotion. It's still a pretty strong route for them. Honolulu to New York? I mean, they didn't have to hop on that joyride. LA to New York? I mean, sure, there's not a whole lot of money to be made there. They're losing a lot of money on that route. Like, those fuel-inefficient, like, B707s on that. Like, okay. New York to Moscow? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Honolulu to Mexico? They chose to make that route. Really dumbly. New York to Paris? I don't... This Paris to Delhi route is definitely not me. That's 100% not me. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like, I don't have that route, because I'm intelligent. Tokyo to Tehran? They just opened up New York to London. So, competition is what's hurting them. Their failure to adapt, but when we first had that market promotion, they were doing better. Certainly on their profits, and they've just plummeted, plummeted, and plummeted. Which, maybe Japan should be able to adapt and change with the times, you know, throwing that out there. It's a suggestion. I am but a modest man of modest means. Oh no, don't want to do that. No, Grimith isn't scheming. No. Yes. So their problem isn't with, like, buying a bunch of B747s so much as... I don't have a great answer. Not accomplishing. But don't worry. Because... well, only 30% of their assets are in stocks now. They have a lot of spare planes they're not making use out of. What's their slot situation look like? It is, for a little bit more. Kibbutz. I am past midnight now. It's no longer my birthday, but it's my birthday somewhere, damn it. Fuck, I gotta head west. I gotta keep heading west. You know, you could be the cunning person who, say, celebrates your birthday in Japan, and then crosses the international date line, like celebrate your birthday in, like, California or what have you. What a scheme that would be. Still my birthday until I fall asleep. Alright, so 4 minutes from now, got it. Okay, I can't fall asleep until Queenie and I, hash out some things. Save the money. What a novel concept. Gangbusters happening over here. I remember back when stocks was so much cheaper here. Oh well. Aerobiz is... I mean, all of the routes that they have are routes that we all are doing, so... there's just no value there at all. It'll be fine, man. We talked about that a bit earlier. It'll just subtract from... It'll be fine. Petty cash. Besides, I did want to have a turn to see how my routes would do without the network promotion. Not guaranteed to succeed. That way I get a sense of, you know, how profitable and sustainable these things are without a network crutch. And how seriously Japan is able to rebound in profits based off of me not having the promotion. Okay, that's not my fucking fault. We don't have a promotion anymore, okay? There's no promotion there. That's not my fault. The fact that they're making less money than all of the other AIs. Lethal, that's not my dough to bread on, okay? I think I've thought about replaying the Mega Man Sprite game, even though there's gonna be nothing new in it. New York to Rome? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be opening that this turn. That's awkward. Stop telling me how successful my rivals are becoming. Give me my fucking jingle! You harlot! As you can see, Panhanding, it took my my current on-hand, it took the network promotion cost out of my current on-hand money, because I made more than this. You know, Lethal, I see half of like, I'm playing this game, not just because the viewers decided, because I have to get my airplane fixed from somewhere, because it wasn't from you. Fucking giving me a car that I don't know how to open the doors for. Still treasure that. You pulling up, and I'm looking at, like, the fucking car doors, like, how the fuck do I get in? What is this sorcery? No one has these vehicles in my state. Of course you want to abuse fat people, Lethal. I knew it. It's only a matter of time before you went back to your fat-shaming ways. It could be broadcast on Saturday, Lethal. It's going to be more judgment. Glad all four of us fucking companies can be together again. Perfect harmony. Like to buy the world a Coke, shove it down Javana's throat. Okay, this was the opportunity that I wanted to micro my routes. See how sustainable they are without my network promotion. So obviously all of my sales and passenger counts are going to be down. Let's see by how much. I'm actually losing money on these routes. Just delightful. That's actually doing pretty solid there. Might have to engage in some Corporate expansion of that route. It's full. We are getting more slots in Tokyo. So we have some wiggle room there. I'll be damned. Good for you, Lima. Good for you, Cairo. Alright. Alright, nothing I really need to change. Like an intensive, everything is fucking ruined way. That's good, because I didn't really want to apply that kind of effort right now. I do so hate effort. This is so irrelevant. Get out of my face. I don't care about getting a global network right now. Grimith, you pressed the wrong fucking button. Let's try that again. Only you be less of a jackass and press the correct fucking button. Good fucking work, hotshot. You pressed the correct button. I should probably roll this money back to the charter company. Ugh. Effort. I had to keep applying myself in this game. That's nice, dear. Mom, you don't understand. Video games. You know what? I don't want it in the fucking charter company. I didn't do things in the proper order, and I'm sorry, okay, lady? Don't break my fucking balls. I use those. How else am I supposed to sports? Yes, you trollop, give me my network promotion. Give it to me. Give me the power, I'm big of you. Be successful. Well, can't win them all. Alright, you need to hurry the fuck up. I did appreciate myself and Japan opening a route there with those other two at the same time. Thank you. Look at you, Japana! You're making money again. So proud of you. You scallywag. Just took him a while to wake up. Expenses are pretty high for everyone right now. I got a few more turns left in me. Then we'll ride off to the sunset. Honolulu to Delhi. Go fuck yourself, Larry. Hey, Grant. What's whiz, chum. How's work life been since you haven't been too active on the broadcasting? DC-10's on the board now. L1011. That might be the last time I was able to order DC-8s. Yes, I know. Sad times for everyone. Christmas got fucking canceled. And they still sell the DC-8. So DC-10s, I would recommend over the B747s. They have much better fuel rank. They do have less range, but that fuel rank definitely makes a difference. And 380 seats versus the 550. They're also 93 million versus 150 million. Yeah, that snow weather that I heard tales about, heard stories about while I was in Savannah. In between daiquiris and palomas and all sorts of other wonderful things. And this is gonna sit by the fireplace as an inferno. You do your little inferno jingle. You saw a dress called daiquiri? I mean, sure. Everyone can lose money on this route together, except for you, Lair. Alright. I'll take a look at it. New procedures and products, huh? You are a pizza wizard. We'll see how it makes my figure look lethal. I don't want to make promises right now on dress up. Alright. I don't think this dress is the dress for me. Only $807 though. Have a taste of this delicate dessert. Sprinkle sugar. Can't even fucking read that description without laughing. Ah, shit. There you go, everyone. Let us know what you think. I don't think, I wouldn't hold my breath on me wearing that. There we go. We'll put it like that. Could be one of the cool kids. What's that? Cut into Japan as profits, like they cut into mine. Yeah. Probably not a fashion choice for me. You're not supposed to put it in your mouth, Grant. You put her in your mouth. It's different. You don't eat the dress. Come on, you fucking Philistine. Dummy, you drink it. God. Don't put the dress in the blender, put her in the blender. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and modify this route from Tokyo to Moscow. There's opportunity here to gain extra profit. I'm aware of what it says. I'm not the one with the reading comprehension issue here on the internet. What if they're not being entirely honest, Lethal? Hear me out. What if they're engaging a little bit of what they call deception? The internet doesn't lie, Lethal, but people on the internet lie. You keep your lung right there, okay? Police that lung. God damn it, Grant. Oh, shit. Reminds me. I'm gonna give Grant his roll. He deserves a clap, 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 clap. Thought I had spare slots there. I had slots to burn, and I didn't. Go ahead and put another plane on this route, as I do anticipate eventually getting that next network promotion. It will be, as they say, glorious. You want a promotion? It's out of my control. I can't just go up to people and say, I'm gonna promote your network, baby. Like, that doesn't work. Hey, baby. Why don't we go out and promote your network, baby? Just gotta be hooked up to 16 different cities. Not how that works. Let me hook you up to Tehran, girl. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. Leave enough slots in Japan open. Oh, it's okay, there's more. Hey, baby. Why don't we go ahead and try and increase our fuel efficiency, okay? We expand your airport, we'll be able to have more airplanes coming in and out of you. I mean, I was talking about airplanes. And network promotions. That's what I was doing. Inferno there with the correct answer, which is yes. Show me the goods! You sons of bitches! There's too much competition. No, I think this is not family friendly. This isn't made for kids. We have to be very clear about that. We don't talk about things like they're made for kids anymore. Especially not in January. Good profit, at least. Nothing else, I'll win on sheer efficiency alone. What the fuck did you just say? Record scratch. Freeze frame. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation right now. Master of Magic. Or attempt to. Again. That's right. More blood for the blood god. More skulls for the skull throne.
It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor of Mankind has sat upon the golden throne of Earth. It's really hard to do this introduction to Warhammer 40k with this fucking sweet music playing in the background. He is the master of jazz music by the will of the gods, in master of a million elevator muzaks, where the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass writhing invisibly in his concord, the dark age of technology. He is the MDC Lord, for whom 1,000 B-707s must be sacrificed every day, so they may never truly die. Yeah. Rotting carcass. I'm so glad you said that, Grant. So... I take over the brace. So, one of the experiences encountered in the trip to Savannah, which I enjoy thoroughly, staying in the historic district, was what I'd like to call a piece of Japan. So, increasing in popularity in places that, for whatever godforsaken, like, this should not be happening, are, God, I forget the tagline. Fuck, I'm too tired for this. It costs nothing to touch, but $15 for a lap dance. It's a cat cafe, where if you want to pet the cats, it's $15, and you can have them sit in your laps and what have you, you know, and pet the kitties while you're relaxing and having a cup of whatever. I forget exactly how their joke tagline was worded, but yeah. So thanks, Japan. No, it's legit cats. It's a cat cafe. Where you go in and relax with cats.
let's say I took a hard pass on that. I see that as the encroachment of Japanese culture upon American society, and I don't have to take that. I'd like to blame SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, for making shit like that happen. Those fucking college yuppies, or whatever the fuck. Crimes against my eyes. Yeah, so transitioning back into this riveting gameplay. Just gonna click in turn. Well, it's up to you on how hard you want to try, Queenie. Competition isn't very stiff at all. It's rather flaccid. Japano, you're supposed to endure better than this. Come on, bro. Where's Turgid Airlines at? That's what I should have named my company. Damn it. Missed opportunity. This game's fucking over. This game's fucking over. Grimith wins. I'm fucking losing this. There's a character limit in Inferno. We can't... Come on. Oh no, Mr. No-Talk. There's no rules! There's no rules! There's one rule! I mean, the Olympics were a nice bonus, but everyone got to partake in that. Currently on my second network promotion I just started, and that's definitely making a difference. La Air barely making more money than Tal Air that turn, but network promotion combined with a better understanding of the game mechanics and the AI. It's not like Japan had, like, dunked on themselves with shitty airplanes. No. Like fuel costs are just not the best routes. Oh, Japan had a successful route promotion, though. Good for you guys. I wonder what 2 routes they chose to promote. That World's Fair should be next turn? No way in hell I'm gonna remember that for the next time I play this game, whenever that ends up being. I do believe, though, that we have reached the end of our time together.